La la, la la, land. From day till dark, la la, la la, land. The livest park, la la, la la, land. From day till dark, la la, la la, land. The livest park, la la, la la, land.
La La Land is the greatest park, and it has a lot of rides. It is a fun place to be. It's exciting. There's a lot of nice people there, and you just have fun.
How y'all doing? Which city is the place to be? Come on over.
Cleveland Public Theater celebrates diversity, offering educational programs to children and adults who have historically been excluded from the art world.
You keep turning away from the audience. This is the people that are listening to you. They're over here, baby.
Everyone's having a great time until
we teach them the fundamentals of performance and create a performance with them. We began to ask them, if you could do a play, what would you like to do a play about? And then we had a couple of classes where we did some writing work. And then we have other special artists that come in. Aaron Raplinovich did stilt walking with them. Hassan Rogers did drumming, and Shanae King did African dance. So all of those things are incorporated into their play.
5, 6, 7 from the work, go.
I have a process of creating a folk tale. I feel that it's very important for African American kids, particularly when they're in a situation where they don't often get theater and art, to start from a place of cultural relevance. So that's why I use the folktale model. And then we ask them, what are some things you hear your parents or your teachers say all the time, things that become potential morals of the story. And then we start to build the story around that.
Basically, we made up our whole play by ourselves with Miss Nina.
It's about how some giants have picked on some little people.
Because we want to ride on the rides.
Genies come in and ask them, do they want to trade places, because the genies want to tell the giants how it feels.
We get turned into little people so we can ride the rides, and they get bigger, then they bully on us.
2 people fight, and then they take a vote and see if they're going to build another park or let the giants have the park we get.
The genies and the giants and the little people came together and settled their differences.
And then we just all get along at the end.
It's mainly about treating people how you would want to be treated.
Always don't argue, look over it and agree on something.
This is your fight stance. Your back hand can either be up in the air or behind your back like that.
CPT's long-term education programs demonstrate commitment to community and build trust between the youth and CPT teaching artists.
Come here, slide like this. Come here, slide in. You know, like a car.
What these kids are used to is having adults disappoint them. That's point blank. Those kids take a little longer to come around, whether it be discipline, whether it be attention, whatever it is. It seems like those kids, because they're used to raising themselves or they're used to not listening to a male figure, they have more resistance. So when I come in, I want to let them know, okay, this is a man looks just like you, grew up where you grew up, and it's okay, to like theater, to have fun. You don't have to be hard. You don't have to, you don't necessarily have to fit the, thug image or, hardcore image. Once they trust me, I can teach them. You can't teach them, you can't do anything until they trust you, until they're comfortable with you.
Today, all is well
That's not the way to be right now. You have to support and protect each other by being quiet backstage.
We believe art can change lives. By celebrating the artistic spirit inherent in all people, CPT education programs nurture growth in consciousness and compassion, and thus results in marked changes in life skills such as responsibility, kindness, and motivation.
One of the challenges of the program is that it's self-selecting. It's like their parents aren't paying for it. It's not something they have to do for school. So part of our job is to inspire them to want to come back 3 times a week when it's something they don't have to do. And to get them to understand that once they start coming, if they have helped us write the story and helped us create these lines for their character, they can't not show up then, because everybody suffers if you're not here.
I'm trying to give to them a foundation of discipline and self-accountability that theater provides. You know, I want them to learn how teamwork is very important in life. I want them to learn how taking directions, you know, being able to withstand positive and negative criticism. You know, they may have their homework done. You know, I want them to start thinking in lines of, you know, I got it done, but I want to make sure it's all right before I turn it in.
Like Ms. Nina and them giving their time out to help us, we can like give our time out to teach other kids, you know, so they can like grow up and help other people. So it's teaching you a lot.
I work with other people at school, but it seems like when I'm here at Brick City, it's easier for me to work with other people because we doing one play together.
I learned how to do more teamwork and how to respect other people.
That was my biggest emphasis because they couldn't work together. You know, they could not stand to see one person, like they couldn't stand to see a team win. One person always had to win. And I got them to accept team victory.
How does it end? Who won?
No, you don't say that until the fight happens, boy. Get over here. What fight? Oh my God. Don't ask me what fight. You wrote that part of the play. So what do you need to do when you go home? Practice your job. Okay.
Research demonstrates that educational programs like the ones CPT offers that are long-term and result in performance show significant growth in academic language skills, including reading, writing, literary analysis, and public speaking.
It's hard work. You got to be there on time every day. And if you don't be there on time every day, then you could lose your part. And so that's what I learned from this. You got to be willing to work very hard with the people that you with.
My learning skills, like Miss Nina and Mr. Jasper, they don't just give it to you right away. First they go step by step and give it to you like you need it, and they don't just give it to you so you won't understand it. They just do piece by piece.
You can read better because you learn how to read the scripts and memorize stuff.
It interests me and it helped me be more creative, and I just like it. You have to have a sprint, and you have to go to college and get all your things that you can learn to do what you want to do.
Because when you grow up, you can teach your kids the same thing, how to learn to be an artist and stuff.
If he says his line first and then you miss your line, you can still come in and say it. If he doesn't say his line, I don't want to see anybody on stage going, you don't do that. You support each other. So you keep going. That saying, the show must go on, this is where that applies. You're going to walk in and you're going to go, you know, there's the gray thing and then the one that Mr. Hassan and James are in front of. You're going to go behind the gray thing and go to wherever your place is for the beginning of the show.
How are you feeling about the performance?
Very nervous.
Are you nervous? Why?
Because if something happens, then it's screwed up. And all the people that came is going to be mad and terrified or something. And I'm going to be very mad because all the hard work I did, nothing.
It's going to go well. I got people from my school want to come. People from my family want to come too.
It's going to be fun because I like to let everybody know what I have to think about, and so I think it'll be fun.
I just picture La La Land, like anything, all the rides and stuff around, like people, you know, I'm a giant.
I want to welcome you to this performance. performance of Cleveland Public Theater's Brick City Lakeview Players performance called Trouble in La La Land.
Once, not so long ago, last week as a matter of fact, there's some drama over at L3. I know what L3 is. L3 is La La Land.
She get to learn about it, you know, learn there's a right way and there's a wrong way. So it's pretty much exciting for her.
Somebody has to figure out a way how to solve the problem. Maybe we can teach them a lesson and have a little fun too.
And I think that this is just a good avenue for the kids to be able to just know that if they tap into their talents and they utilize them and learn how to utilize them as they go along the way and grow up, they might have a better life.
From the sky to the waterfall, from the windows to the wall, make the little people big, make the giants small.
When a child gets a chance to have a victory and have an opportunity to explore things that interest that child, then they can grow.
Gosh, the stage presence, they were just fabulous.
You all want to have fun, right? Right. And I'm sure everyone wants to make a little money, right? Right. So can we all agree that working together is the best route?
I think Brick City's been doing a lot of good work down here for a lot of years. I mean, these kids get something positive. I'm a teacher, and to get them interested in something is just the hardest thing in the world. And they love doing Brick City. The people who run it down here are amazing. So much energy, so much creativity. It's pretty incredible what it can do.
The Artistic Award is President to Ari Fluker for participating in the Lakeview Terrace Community Center Art Show. And I am very, very, very excited about this too.
I always teach because I always learn more from the kids than they learn from me. It helps me remain humble, I think, because then they have these flashes of brilliance and you're like, yeah. Yeah, I've been acting for 15 years and sometimes they do stuff, it's like, I never would have thought to do that. That's great, yeah. Ugh.
There's more to life. That's basically what I'm learning from the kids, because we've been witness to SWAT being outside. We've been witness to, you know, arrests taking place right outside of here. And it kind of made me step back and say, you know, you want to pound it to them. Yeah, you need to get those lines. You need to get this theater. It's important. It's important. It is important, but that's not all to it. You know, so it kind of helped me open up my eyes and say, okay, let me work within their system. So it's helped me be more adaptable. Helps me to figure out what it really is important with this kid, what really is, and how do I connect.
I like that I get to be myself in acting. I get to get all my energy out and I just get to have fun with it.
I got butterflies. It's nice and cool.
It can change your life because you're doing more, you getting out of trouble.
It's like a fun activity we can do, like an after-school program where we learn.
It's been really fun because I met new people in here.
A whole bunch of fun.
Brick City is a nice place to go to because when it ain't nobody outside and you get bored, Brick City is a place like you could come to and you can like have more fun and then you won't be bored no more. So Brick City is a nice place.
I love it.